guys, welcome to Double Vision, episode number 2. I'm Snake Strike 77.
And I'm Scott from SNOA.
And today what we're going to talk about is how we got started on YouTube, why we're here, what brought us to YouTube, and what we get through it, and how our channels have evolved. So let's get to it. So, Scott's SNOA, why YouTube?
All right, so first thing that I did with YouTube was I was always just looking for different videos in the sense of gear or knives, guns, that type of thing. And of course, one of the first videos I came up to or I found was an unfancy video of a knife. I was looking at knives, and I found his video, but I didn't know anything about the channels. I just knew that people were putting videos out there. Next up was Campfire Talk. One of the first videos I saw was of his layout, his gear, of what he carries in a pack, and that's where I first started with YouTube. What you find out first?
Well, my wife and I tried forums first for some of the information. We wanted to just change things up a little bit. We have the martial arts background, and we're looking at some kind of next defensive kind of options. Change it up. We're starting to get into firearms a little bit, but we didn't know a lot. And the forums we abandoned pretty quickly. They were pretty brutal. It didn't matter if you were a new guy, old guy, and if you had 100 guns or one gun. We got more negative, feedback, and like, oh, you never buy this type, buy this type, and you should only buy this type. And people really kind of get wrapped about what they wanted and how things should be done. Okay. And they weren't really open to anything any other way. So we kind of abandoned that. We found a lot of positive stuff on YouTube. So we were watching for a while, and we were kind of influenced and I guess motivated to kind of do our own thing.
Cool.
So of course, we saw that first vids were nothing fancy, and
of course
those type of reviews. Sure. It was inspirational for us to get it and do our own thing.
Okay.
So.
Now I guess on the what type of videos I guess we watched. I gotta be honest. I've watched most of my videos were gear. Obviously in the very beginning, watched a lot of gear. But after a while, it was more the hiking, watching scenery. Just seeing people's where they would hike, where they would go and camp out, and how they would camp out and stuff like that. And I thought that those videos started getting to me more popular. I wanted to see those videos more and more.
Sure.
So and then of course now I'm into all this ultralight gear business. I can't get out of that right now. So what'd you look into now?
Well, the big thing was guns, gear, little bit of I don't know what some people may call prepping. Just kind of like bug out kind of stuff too, or bug in. We're not crazy about it or anything, but just we learned quite a bit more than we had beforehand. Okay. And we've taken that knowledge to the gun shop, to
Gotcha.
when it came time to buy a new knife or piece of gear or something. It was very influential. It was good. It was
right.
good. We've had such a much more positive perspective and feedback than the forums.
So the forums kind of, I didn't go the forum route. I didn't really look at a lot of forums. I was always told that forums were kind of evil. Yeah. And I just never went that route.
And maybe it's just us. Maybe we just had bad luck with it.
Maybe.
We ran into a lot of people. Well, your martial arts sucks, and you should stop doing that and do this.
Gotcha.
Well, this is the gun you want to get. Well, that sucks. You should get this.
Right. I got you.
Never shoot this kind of caliber. Never wear this kind of gear.
Right.
It was brutal. It was absolutely brutal.
Sure.
We just abandoned it.
I got you. And then I guess we're gonna go with how we evolved, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, okay, I'll kick it off.
Yeah.
I went from a cheap, mechanic-wise, from a cheap little camera that made me sound like I had a lisp 24/7. That was kind of funny.
Right.
And just learning about I'm going to throw it just for a knife, for example, the different materials that it's made out of, how it handles, what works ergonomically and what doesn't, and then throwing in the personal touch, like what it does for me.
Okay.
That's really evolved. I was just kind of like, oh, it's made of metal and
Right.
it's shiny. And now,
right.
you know, starting to learn more about like the blade steel and
Sure.
what good it is, and
Sure.
different gun manufacturers.
Gotcha.
It's a learning process, so I've kept that up.
Cool. I guess my one of my first videos I did was of a bag that I had, or I still do, and it not tactical, not really for outdoors, not even the right brand, but. And when I say right brand, I mean, you know, just what everyone typically uses to go out there with. And it was a terrible review. I mean, it was just an awful review. And that was on my first channel. And
because you had a channel before that.
I had a channel before this one, and I had to unfortunately take it down. But yeah, the stuff on there, it was okay. I mean, it was brand new to it, you know. And but it was pretty silly. It was just I just needed something to review. I just needed something to break into it.
Sure.
And believe it or not, I had like 3 or 4 guys subscribe me from that one bag review, and I'll say them real quick. It was SNOA Lobo, it was Tactical Hadoken,
yeah,
and it was Saber 686. So
oh yes.
Those 3 guys, and those 3 guys are still my buds. I still talk to those guys all the time. So
yeah.
But it's just funny to me that off that one video that was just garbage, and these guys subbed me. So that was really cool. That was really cool of them. But
that's cool.
Yeah.
That first night video, Late Boy Scout was the first or second guy to ever sub me, and he's like, you know, good night review. You know, keep up the hard work.
That's cool.
And he was relatively new at that point too. I only think he had a couple hundred subscribers at that point. And
okay.
He's really gone.
Oh
on.
yeah. He's
and then,
phenomenal.
I think Tactical Hadoken.
Mm-hmm.
I think he was like my 3rd or 4th, and then Saber 686. I think him and I subbed each other right before I was announced for the forums.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, gotcha.
So he
Very
knew
cool.
me before.
Before that. Okay.
So it's pretty cool. All of them great guys.
All great guys. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna bring in our shout out. We gotta do our shout out real quick.
Yep, absolutely.
And I'm gonna bring mine in real fast. And mine, to no surprise to everybody, is Intense Angler. Good guy. John's a very good guy. He does his videos are just great. First of all. Second of all, of course, we all know that now he's selling his own gear. So.
Awesome.
If you guys can check him out, absolutely, I'd appreciate it. I'm sure a lot of you already subscribed to him, first off. So, great channel, and that's my shout out for today.
Awesome.
What do you got?
I've got, probably no surprise, we just talked about him, Tactical Hadoken.
Hey, Hadoken, yes.
Hadoken. And the 2012 Tactical News, guys. It's you know, he does a really great job with that. He really goes out there and he brings all of us information that we may kind of oversee, and you know, understandably so. A lot of us are trying to, you know, have things done with our own channel. It's tough to keep up with everybody. You know, I can't keep up with everybody I'm sub to. I wish I could. I wish I had more time.
It's hard. That's hard. That's difficult. Yeah, the whole managing YouTube. You want to watch, you want to do, and you want to talk to people, and you want to sub, and this, and you have to respond, and then it gets to a point you're like, dude, I can't handle it.
It's a lot.
It is. It is a lot. Yeah, it is a lot.
Wow.
But thank you guys for joining us on this other double vision.
Yep.
And episode 2. And thoughts on the next one?
You know what? I guess we'll see what our viewers say.
Sure.
If there's something they're really passionate about, they want to get, you know, our 2 opinions on it, we can do our research and throw it up there. So.
Cool. Very cool.
So let us know, guys. Give us some comments, PMs, whatever, man. Whatever you guys want.
Thumbs up.
Something you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah, definitely.
Let us know.
Definitely. Cool.
So, thanks, Scouts anyway, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Snake, and we'll catch you in the next one, right?
Sounds good.
Later.
Later.